Hello everybody, this is CookieRx and welcome to the 16th race of the NRLA Citgo series. Tonight we are back at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. After seeing a huge Indianapolis 500 week from May, we came back to this racetrack to July because we have never seen any Cup and National drivers We've never seen any Cup and National drivers that have drove this racetrack along with the Indianapolis 500 week. But yeah, they're here at Indianapolis this month of July, and this race is called the MAHLE 300. But yeah, William Brock, I think I did mention that he got a second one. Yeah, he did. I did mention that he got a second win before, but yeah, yes. He now currently has 2 wins from the Charlotte race. Maybe that could be right. And the previous race at Watkins Glen. So that's that happened last week. So there are some changes for the 4 drivers that we have previously seen that have been safe from the point standings before, since they're at their same positions before by 1st to 4th, but now it has actually changed after we have gone through the end of the Watkins Glen race for the I Love New York 200, and Charlie Davenport is your new points leader. The 48 driver who is qualified at 6th for this track, and Trevor Collins has only lost 1 point and has dropped down to 2nd, so it's not even that bad for Trevor Collins. He still can make it to the playoffs, and possibly so does the 12 drivers. And I don't know, there might be some music going on from the background, but that's from my neighbor's house. Hopefully it isn't that loud, otherwise I won't be recording the whole race for a while. Anyways, so yeah, I guess that's it. Also, I'm currently using the Indianapolis 500 2020 version. Like the was it the 20? No, it's the 2018 version of this track, right? I don't know, but I've used it before during the Indianapolis 500 week, and I might have used it for the Indianapolis 500 too. If not, then I might have used the classic one. But nah, I am currently using this track again, and so far when I tested for Cup and National, there wasn't that many wrecks. There was only at least 3 or 4 wrecks, so I don't think it would be this bad, but I could still tell you that we're gonna experience probably a lot of wrecks. Not like a lot, but quite a lot. Like I said, if it's gonna go to 3 or 4 wrecks for cautions. But yeah, we'll have to see if many of these drivers can possibly survive for Indianapolis. But anyways, we're currently at 2 races left until we get to our first playoff season for the Citgo series. So let's go ahead and get things started for the 60th race of the Citgo series, and we're gonna start things off with the starting grid as usual. Row 1 is Brad Stover on the pole in the 99. Alongside with Brad is Owen Miles. Row 2 we got John Andrews and Nelson Reeves. Row 3 we got Jack Rubbleton and the new points leader, Charlie Davenport. Then at row 4 we got Roy Whippleton and Trey Smith. Row 5 we got Daniel Wilson and Archer Bernaskis. Row 6 we got Logan Williams and Trey McShane. Then at row 7 we got Trevor Collins and Stephen Alexander. Row 18 we got Bryden Yodel and Aria McShane. Row 9 we got Jackson Harrison and Daniel Bouchard. Row 10 we got Diego Yepes and Andrew Williams. Row 11 we got Sam Oskin and Max Rossi. Row 12 we got Lauren Martinez and Trevor Collins. Row 13 we got Christian Vargas and DJ Reed. Row 14 we got Dylan Abrahaman and Roberto Crown Jr. Row 15? Yeah, row 15 we got Will Parrish and Val Moscow. Then at row 16 we got Beefery Creed and Joshua Johnson. Row 17 we got Carter Joey and Paul Jackson. Row 18 we got Darren Ornsdorf and Lance Smith Jr. Row 19 we got Logan Alexander and Ty Nicholas. Then finally starting last at row 20 is the previous winner, William Brock. It's not the qualifying position that he wanted at Indianapolis, but it wouldn't matter because he just got one last week. But I don't know if he has any doubts that he could do better at Indianapolis, but hopefully he'll somehow get a good finish, maybe for a top 10 finish. I don't know. We're just gonna go ahead and get to the command since we are done with the starting grid already. Then after that is the race report. Once until the pace car gets itself back to the pit lane, we will start things off with a bang as we came back to Indianapolis this month.
Is this on? Drivers, start your engines!
Wow. That's also new to me. Anyways, the engines have been fired for our National Series drivers, and the pace car will roll off to turn 3 and turn 4. And we'll go ahead and get to your race report. 3 laps for this race. You got 75 miles for this National Series race. No pit windows. Previous winner is William Brock, who's currently starting last. This is our first NXS 20 mod race at Indianapolis. And my dog is barking. Great. Anyways, the pace car will roll off back to the pit lane. Hopefully nothing else will bother me, as we are green for the MAHLE 300 race at Indianapolis. I'm gonna go ahead and start commentating since the dog kept barking at the neighbors, so this is great. Anyways, don't worry about that. I'm not gonna deal with that anyway, so it doesn't really bother me that much like always. But anyways, the pole sitter Brad Stover will be taking over the lead by the start. John Andrews, who just passed Owen Miles, and then Jack Rubleton just passed Owen Miles too, so that means he lost 2 positions and went down on 4th. But 2nd place will go to John Andrews, and then 3rd place will go to Jack Rubleton. And Brad Stover is getting a little bit farther away from John Andrews and Jack Rubleton, since he had a good start here at Indianapolis. But that doesn't bother them that much. The race has already started, so they're gonna still catch up to him. So we'll just have to see what happens next. For these two drivers by a couple minutes. In the meantime, I guess we'll watch Charlie Davenport. As you can see, Owen is still going to the inside and just lost 2 more positions from Charlie Davenport, who just moved to 4th. And then Daniel Wilson to 5th, who've also passed Owen too. So that brings Owen Miles to 6th. There's Logan Williams running for 7th in the 16. We've recently got the most wins out of everyone on the all-time winless sheet. And yes, it's been updated. I pinned you guys before, so you're welcome. But yeah, Logan has got the most points combined with 8 series. Yeah, combined with 8 series. So, yeah. Anyways, Nelson Reeves currently running for 8th. Brandon Yolo at 9th. Then Jack Hamilton running for 10th. As we just go over our top 10 drivers. There goes Charlie Davenport, that is going to pass Danny Wilson, and I apparently missed the 2 drivers that just passed Brad Stover. Okay, I thought Jack would try to pass John Andrews next. But he is going to pass him soon for the lead. We're just gonna watch the other drivers to see where they're at now. As you can see, Charlie Davenport has moved to 3rd since he passed Brad Stover 2. So is Owen Miles running for 4th for now. So yeah, great. He's not losing any more positions. There's Logan Williams running for the top 5. And Brad Stover is still, unfortunately, bent for the outside lane. He hasn't found his way to go to the inside, but oh! Daniel almost made some contact with Brad Stover, as he almost just hit his car from his right side, but overall, they haven't touched yet, so both of those drivers were good. But not so good for Brad Stover still. He still needs to find his way to move himself back to the inside lane. Otherwise, he would just lose more positions. Lose more positions than 6th place. That's what he's currently struggling with. There's Jack Rubleton leading right now in 26. Since I've already passed John Andrews, so John Andrews will drop down to 2nd. It looked like Charlie Davenport was going to plan to pass the next driver for 2nd place. Yeah, he is the points leader, and so far he has been doing good at Indianapolis. Might have almost lost a position from before or whatnot, since I really can't see what was going on clearly for the rest of the drivers that are behind 2 of those drivers. But yeah, Charlie has been doing good. Oh, but he almost took out John Andrews. And I know he wasn't trying to, so at least his car didn't touch the 9 car, so yeah, they're both good. Oh, seems like we have a caution now. And William Brock seems to be involved from that crash. Now has a slight bit of a hood damage, as he's currently at the pit lane. Stefan Alexander also involved, but with a bigger damage from his hood. Max Rossi might have got a fall from that, but I don't know. I couldn't clearly see if there's any damages from the 36. It might have just been from the right side though. But I don't know. We haven't seen when that wreck happened, so we will go over what happened. But first, I want to get to where the drivers are currently at now. As you can see, Jack Rippleton is currently leading by 9 out of 3 laps. Then there's John Andrews at second. Third is Charlie Davenport. Hasn't passed John Andrews next, but once until we get back to green, he'll possibly get to second, or possibly get a lead, or possibly not pass 2 of those drivers. But he's doing good so far in Indianapolis, but we're not gonna lose any hopes for him yet. Then there's Owen Miles to 4th, and then there's Logan Williams to 5th. And I know it's really getting noisy, and I kind of regret recording this race today, but haven't had any time to record it by 3 or 2 or 4. I'm currently recording this at 6 p.m. and it seems like I have made the worst decision to do that by that time. But it's fine though. At least we have the caution, so I'm just gonna wait until everything is over, and then I'll get back to replay to show you guys what happened from that wreck. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna cut this whole thing out, and then I'll show you the replay of what happened from that first wreck of this track. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's what happened from the first wreck of tonight's race. As you can see that Stefan Alexander still have gone to the outside of turn 3. Then Carter really tries to stay to the inside lane. Then his car has gone loose and then drags Stefan Alexander's car into the wall. And him as well, since he is involved, of course. And then spawns out Max Rossi. I didn't even see any damages from the 36. He might have pitted to repair those damages, but I don't know. I haven't really got any clues yet. But anyways, as we continue to see what was happening, Max Rossi continues to spawn out, and Stefan Alexander, he did avoid Max Rossi, but wasn't really entirely sure if he actually avoided the 36. Then he hits that side of the wall there. By the time we get to turn 4, that made him spawn out. Right, Max still has some damage from his right side. Okay, I was right about the right side. Oh, wow. We haven't even talked about William Brock, but yeah. Max Rossi clearly got some damage from the right side of his car. And William Brock tries to avoid it. I mean, I don't know if it's slightly... I don't know if it really looked like... If it looks like that he was trying to avoid it. Everyone has been doing fine, except for some of them that have been to the outside lane, but they still managed to avoid it. It's not right until Stefan Alexander has been spawning out right through the middle lane, and that's where William Brock have gave a hard hit to Stefan Alexander's car, so that might have made both of those drivers out of this race. Oh. Okay, well, Max got a little bit of damage from the 51 again by the front, but doesn't really show the damage from that, so might have been a little bit damage from the front to where Stefan Alexander's car hit it, but it's mostly the right side that has the most damage of it. But yeah, during the hard hit from William Brock that has given it to Stefan Alexander, that might made both of them out of this race. So and you can clearly see that the engine has been smoking, so that definitely means that he has been out of this race, since his car can't continue to race for a few more laps. Maybe so does William Brock. But yeah, actually, let me check if... Okay, I have no clue yet, but again, they're probably both out, except for Max Rossi, of course, and for Carter Joey. I almost forgot that he's involved, but yes, he has been involved from that wreck by the start. But yes, that will be it for the first replay of this race. So let's go ahead and get ourselves back to race to continue to watch Jack Ribbleton as he became the new leader of this race. For now, we are back. We got Jack Ribbleton as the leader, John Truce as second, and Charlie Davenport third. None of them pit yet during the cautions on yet, so they're gonna continue to race for a few more laps until we get to our next crash soon. But yeah, the pace car has already have got itself back to pit lane for a second time, as we are green with our current leader, Jack Ribbleton, in the 26. We're gonna see if Charlie Davenport can pass John Andrews for second place. He's always seemed ready to do it by turn 2 actually, just by turn 2, but doesn't really look like it will work, so that won't. Now he's trying to do at turn 4. I don't know, but whatever he's doing, he might have some time to try to pass John Andrews soon, but yeah. My voice has been slightly dry, but I've been doing good with the commentary so far. My voice hasn't been 100% yet. It's at least 90%, I guess, but oh well, we're gonna keep things going. And Charlie Davenport have lost his position. Oh, almost some contact from Logan Williams to Owen Miles, but yeah, they haven't spun out or crashed, so both of them are good. So Owen Miles will be at third, then Logan Williams will be running for fourth. Charlie Davenport is just gonna be at fifth, and the caution's out again by lap 13. Oh man! Oh, that's coming from the front stretch. Jeez, poor Dylan. He won the Cup Watkins Sprint race, and now he has dealt with a crash that made his engine have gone on fire. Yeah, but anyways, yes, Jack Ribbleton got involved as you can see from the pit lane already. And Daniel Bouchard arrived and got involved. Christian Vargas, possibly Max Rossi. I don't know. He got involved once, but I don't know if he got involved twice. There's Logan Alexander. Definitely looks like he got involved from that wreck too. And Trey Smith. And that might be it. Well, yeah, I was in the middle of a commentary so far, and then that happened. Man, look at the tire marks. Anyways, we still got Jack Robertson as the leader. You still got John Andrews at second too. And Owen Miles have officially moved for third. Logan Williams to fourth, and then Charlie Davenport at fifth. It was a good thing that the caution is on because he would have lost more positions than two. But yes, he's just gonna be at fifth. Anyways, let's check out what happened from that wreck at the front stretch. And yes, I think Dylan Abrahaman is out too. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and get to replay right now. So here it is. This next wreck might be the craziest wreck we have ever seen. But we haven't technically seen that from the race before the caution was on, but we're actually gonna see what happened from Dylan Abrahaman and the other drivers from this replay. As you can see that Dylan has spawned Daniel Bouchard into that wall. That was a pretty hit wall there. Then it bounces back to Dylan Abrahaman and then hits Paul Jackson. And that tracks these two drivers to the wall. Two of those cars have been airborne. But yeah, you can tell there's some you could tell there's plenty of these hard hits that are coming from these drivers, and yeah, that's why it has been slightly the craziest one for the second wreck. And then let's see what happened to Paul Jackson. We haven't seen much about Paul Jackson, so let's go ahead and continue to watch him. As you can see that he has been spawning out, doing some circles. By the time we get through turn 4 already, everyone by the inside lane has seemed to be avoiding Paul Jackson so far, but we'll... Okay, what was that? What was that, Daniel? Alright, he did get involved from the wreck. He's trying to pit, and then he missed it apparently. Might try to change his mind. But yeah, that's not a smart move for Daniel, so that happened. I don't know what happened to the rest of the other drivers. But wait. Something must have happened to... Oh! There was another wreck that happened. From the front... Yeah, right. We saw a lot of tire marks from the front stretch. It's not just one wreck that's just coming from turn 4, but it's also coming from the front stretch. I did show what happened to the front stretch a bit, so now we're gonna watch these drivers. And yeah, they have all avoided few of those drivers that have been spawning out by the outside of the wall. The wall by the outside lane at turn 4, and they have seemed to struggle to keep themselves going straight by the front stretch, and then Leonard Smith Jr. Excuse me, took him out, made him spawn out. Trey Smith gave him a hit from that too, and he took himself into that wall apparently. But yeah, Christian continues to spun out in circles and then hits Logan Alexander right into that wall. And then Trey Smith bounces back into the other wall to where Logan Alexander hits. And then Ty Nicholas gave Trey Smith a hit while he was trying to pass Ty Nicholas just past Trey Smith, excuse me, just to avoid him, but that doesn't seem to be clear for him, so suck that happened. But yeah, 2 wrecks that have actually happened from the front stretch and the turn 4. So that's 2 wrecks by the second caution of this race. But yeah, that unfortunately happened. But I think it seems to be a early wreck, so I don't know if I wanted to show some commercials over that. But in case if I'm not doing it, then I'm just gonna go ahead and get ourselves back to the race and see what's gonna happen for Jack Cribbleton next. If we still got a lead, like usual. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back to the actual race again.
It's a new year, a new season, and we are underway.
Really dominating fashion here today is going to win.
3-4 for the final time.
Win number 1 on the season, only just barely. He is going to win here at the Nazareth Speedway. Wins the Emerson Electric 100K.
Gonna be Igor Barretto's gonna eke it out.
Cup Series champion is Shane Lake in the number 15.
Welcome to the NOF SRL.
We are back again, as we still currently have Jack Cribbleton as the leader, John Andrews still at second, Owen Miles is now currently at third, Logan Williams to fourth, and then Charlie Davenport to fifth. And pace car will get up back to pit lane for the 3rd time for this race, as the green flag is waving again, with our usual leader, Jack Cribbleton in the 26. Also, my neighbors are still playing some music outside, so again, it's not gonna bother me that much. At least it wasn't louder than before, so yeah, I'm just gonna ignore what they're doing. Anyways, John Andrews now has a chance to pass him. And now he became the new leader. Then Owen Miles to second, since he have also passed Jack Hamilton. And I don't know how long would Jack Hamilton will be stuck by the outside lane, but hopefully not that long. And wow, that was quick. I didn't even clearly see why that happened, but Owen Miles was ready for it. He is ready to pass John Andrews for the lead. And I believe he doesn't have any NR wins before. But since we are done with the Michigan race, actually no, from the Pocono race, right? He won the Pocono, and that's his first NR win on the CookieRX channel. And now he's going for the second win. The second win of his NR career at the CookieRX channel, just by getting his first National Series win, since he haven't won any National Series wins before. Yeah, let's see how this goes for Owen Miles, if he can actually be good compared to John Andrews or probably Charlie Davenport. But yeah, John Andrews will be at ninth. And Charlie Davenport has now moved to third. And where Jack Hamilton's at, he's currently at fourth. As three of those drivers are pretty far away from the 26th. And he's also got Nelson Reeves behind him that is currently running for fifth, who I believe has started fourth place as his qualifying position. So yeah, Owen Miles is not letting John Andrews to pass him, since he might have balked him a bit, which kind of worked. But yeah. And there goes Charlie Davenport finally at second place, as he just passed John Andrews for second place. So John will be at third, and Owen Miles is still trying to be a little bit farther away than the rest of the 3-9 drivers. The 3-8 drivers, the rest of the 3-8 drivers, but yeah. Whoa, what's this? John Andrews is trying to get his position back this quick, but they're still side by side, in which Charlie is still just trying to save his position for a second, but he's not that farther away. He's not going farther than John Andrews by the front stretch, but he is by odds. He is going a bit farther away than John Andrews by turn 4, so he definitely saved his position for a second. So John Andrews is still gonna run for third, but oh, I thought Jack got it, but he didn't really 100% got it in the bag. But yeah, he's still running for fourth place, but he could still try to pass him again. Maybe not by turn 1. Definitely not by turn 2, but somewhere. By any time, what he's gonna do, he's still gonna try to pass him somehow, but I'm brain dead. Jesus. When we get through turn 4, Jack is officially now at third. Might be a little bit side by side for John with John Andrews a bit, but yeah, I think he's definitely clear for third place. So, man, John Andrews is not really losing 2 positions, but losing 3 positions, as that gave him 6th place, so he's not running for the top 5. As we're going by 9 laps to go, since you're already nearly gonna finish this race. There goes Nelson Reeves. He is about to dive into the inside lane for a 3rd place. Charlie Davenport is catching up to Owen Miles. So that makes 2 drivers that are pretty farther away than the rest of the drivers. And that might just be a battle between Owen Miles and Charlie Davenport. But anyways, Nelson, running for 3rd, has won a race before, but never have won a 2nd race for the series. But yeah. There's Logan Williams at 4th. Then Roy Wimbledon that just passed Jack. He is running for 5th place. And John Andrews is still stuck by the outside lane. That sucks for John. He was doing good, but then this happens. He hasn't found a way to go to the inside lane yet, so I might have been a massive F for him. Seven laps to go is what we currently have. 7 laps left. And by the next lap, it's going to be 6 laps left. 25 out of 3 laps. As Charlie continues to catch up to Owen Miles. Hopefully we're not going to have a caution again. But, if we're not going to have a caution again, then we're only just going to have 2 cautions. And, if it's only just 2 cautions for this race, then I might as well actually use the commercial break from the 2nd caution, so that I can advertise other content creators again. I haven't really done that in a while, for some reasons. But yeah. Anyways, 5 laps to go. See what the other drivers are doing. Trevor Collins going for a top 10 finish, as you have just passed Jackson Harrison. Now there's Logan Williams going for 3rd place. He's going for the top 3 finish in the 16 machine. Roy Wimbledon is still behind him. There's only 4 laps left. Actually, no. By the time we get to our next lap, it's gonna be... No, there's actually 4 laps left. Whoops. But yeah. We only got 4 laps left, so... maybe Roy can possibly get a top 3 finish if he can catch up to 16 or whatnot. Or Logan is still gonna continue to run for 3rd. And by the end, he'll definitely get a top 3 finish. But yeah. There's a lot of possibilities for these drivers. So hopefully they won't wait that long to make anything happening for this. Oh my god, my brain just broken. Help! Anyways, Roy is currently catching up to Logan Williams a bit, as we got 3 laps left, which is definitely not 2 laps left for this race, so Roy still has some time to catch up to him. Nelson Reeves nearly have hit the wall, but Moff lost it since they have gone to the outside lane. So that gives Jack Hamilton to 5th place, right? Yeah, 5th place. He's currently looking forward for a top 5 finish. That might have been an early move to do that. I'm not so sure about that, so I don't really think he was meant to do it. I don't know how. I'm just guessing. That's all that I'm doing. Just guessing a lot of things at this point. Anyways, we're going by one lap to go, presented by the NRLA League. Can Owen Miles still hold on to the lead for a little longer just to get his first National Series win this month? Well, Charlie Davenport finally had some time to catch up to 66, and then scores his first National Series win. Well, it definitely looks like Charlie wasn't really trying to catch up to 38 to 66 machines, so I guess Owen Miles will take his second trophy home for this National Series race, for the 16th race. But yeah, Owen Miles will win the MAHLE 300 race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Nearly an early celebration, but my voice can't take this. I just drank my last body armor drink. Well, gotta get some more next time. But yeah. Owen Miles is officially the winner of the MAHLE 300 race. And that will definitely be his second QQRX NR career win. And mostly his first National Series win. So, yeah, congrats to him. Anyways, here's the race results. First is Owen Miles, second Charlie Davenport, third Rory Wobbleton, who actually got a top 3 finish to pass Logan Williams, so Logan has finished 4th. Jack Robertson to 5th, Lauren Martinez to 6th, Simon Hoskin to 7th, Trevor Collins to 8th, Roberto Crown Jr. at 9th, Nelson Reeves at 10th. We definitely got a top 3 finish for this race. Not a top 5 finish though, but a top 10 finish. Yeah, it's mostly fine for him. Anyways, Archer Bernascus to 11th, Jackson Harrison to 12th, 13th is Andrew Williams, 14th Brendan Yodel, 15th Paul McShane, 16th Joshua Johnson, 17th Rhea McShane, 18th John Andrews, 19th DJ Reed, 20th B3 Creed, 21st Brad Stover, 22nd Darren Arsdorff, 23rd Phil Moscow, 24th Diego Yepes, 25th Mitchell Collins, 26th Landon Smith Jr., 27th Carter Joey, 28th Cy Nicholas, 29th Max Rossi, 30th Trey Smith, 31st Christian Vargas, 42nd Logan Alexander, 33rd Paul Jackson, 34th Will Parrish. We got a clutch problem. Dang. 35th is Daniel Bouchard, that has been out of this race. 46th is Dylan Upper Human, 37th. Excuse me, Daniel Wilson got a piston problem. 38th is Stefan Alexander, and then finally at 39th is William Brock. And that will be it. So thank you guys for watching. Look forward to watch the Pepsi 300 race. That's gonna happen next week for Daytona, presented by Wawa. I might either do it by Saturday again, or by some other days if I can possibly do 4 races by next week, just for 2 Cup and National races. But yeah, we're gonna see if there's any possibilities for that, if I wasn't that lazy enough, of course. And then for the Cup Series, we're gonna see the Indiana 400 race that's gonna happen at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the 21st race of the Colgate Cup Series. And yeah, that's gonna be it. The music is gonna be louder, and I really want to end this, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it. So thank you guys for watching. Congrats to Owen Miles for getting his first Citgo Series win at Indianapolis. And I will see you guys at the Indiana 400 race. Peace!